Hi and welcome to my video. This is the review of the unit on even and odd functions, and this review is marked as a quiz, so it's out of 18. So when you get your marks for each question, total up your pages at the bottom, total up the marks on each page, add up the number on the bottom of each page should be out of 18, divide 18 into the numerator, and get a decimal, move your decimal 2 places to the right to get a percent. So here we go. Number 1, if the f of x is an even function, we want to graph it over this interval of -3 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 3. So if it's even because it's an even function, it's reflected in the x-axis. Or an even function is obeying x to a negative x. Sorry, x comma y to negative xy. So the x's are changing. And that's saying that it's reflected in the y-axis when we say this. So if that means that this point here is 0, 2, so the x is to negative x, so this point stays as 0, 2. This point here is 1, 0. So it's x, y becomes negative xy. So this becomes negative 1, 0. So that's right there. This point here, x is 2, y is negative 2. So we change the x but not the y, so this is negative 2, negative 2. So negative 2, or sorry, this is 2, negative 2, so this becomes, x changes, so this is negative 2, negative 2. So negative 2 is right here. Again, the x is changing, not the y. And this point here is 3, 0. So the x is changing, so this is this point, negative 3, 0. So the graph, when it's reflected in the x-axis, there it is there. So I took my time and changed all the coordinates, but you can see that when you reflect this part of the graph in the y-axis, it just, this point goes to here, this point goes to here, this point goes to here, so there's the reflection. And so that's why this is the graph of this is an even function. Now, what about if this is an odd function? This is an odd function, and we're graphing it over -4 to a 4. So if it's an odd function, we have the x comma y is mapped to negative x, negative y. So we have to change both of them. So that means right here, this point is 0, negative 2. So when we change both of them, we will get 0, 2. So this becomes 0, 2, which is right here. And this point here is 1, 0. Again, we got to change it. So this is a negative 1, 0. So this point is negative 1, 0, right here. And this point right here, this is 2, negative 2. And again, we got to change both of them. So that becomes negative 2 plus 2. So this is negative 2 plus 2. That's right there. And this point here is 3, 0. So we change both. Can't change 0, so we got a negative 3, 0. So negative 3, 0 is right here. And we have this point here. This is a 4, 2. X is 4, y is 2. So we change both of them. So this is negative 4, negative 2. Negative 4, negative 2 is right here. Negative 4, negative 2. So we'll draw that. So we're leaving this point. So we're leaving here, going down to here, like this. So it goes through right there, down to there. So this is an odd function. If it's an odd, it has to obey changing both coordinates to the opposites. Okay, so if you get this one right, give yourself a mark. You get this one right, give yourself a mark if you have this drawn correctly. Now, is the f of x even, odd, or neither? So I have some examples to work out. So it's, let's see, we got to do the f of negative x. So we put a negative x in the place of x, done. So negative x to the 5th power is negative x to the 5 minus 2. Negative x cubed is negative x all cubed is the same as negative x cubed. So that's negative x to the 5. Negative times negative is positive 2 to the x cubed. And so this is plus, so we'll take this minus out. So we take the minus out, we get x to the 5. Take a negative out of here, we get a negative 2x cubed. And so x to the 5 is here, negative 2x cubed is here. So we have, that's the f of x. So since the f of negative x is equal to the negative f of x, then it's an odd function. Now 6 marks for that. So if you subbed in here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and you made your statement, give yourself 6 marks. Total for that page is 8. Okay, let's continue. We have a couple more to do. Again, is it even, odd, or neither? So we put negative x in the place of x. So we put negative x in the place of x. Done. Negative x is in the place of x. Negative x is in the place of x. Negative x to the 4th power is even, so it's x to the 4th. Negative x to the 6th power is even, so it's x to the 6th. And so x to the 4th, perfect. X to 6 plus 7, perfect, is the same. So that's the f of x. So this is even. It's even since the f of negative x is equal to the f of x. So that's why it's an even function, because we illustrated this. And C, we got the f of negative x again. Negative 2, negative x being squared, plus 3. We have x, negative x being cubed, plus negative x. So negative x is going in here, here, and here. So we simplify this. Negative 2, negative x squared, negative x all squared is negative x times negative x, which is just x squared. Negative x all cubed is negative x cubed. And that's negative x. So we simplify that, we get negative 2x squared. This is negative x cubed minus x. And we have a negative on the bottom, and so this is a positive, so let's remove that negative right there. So we got a negative. If we take the negative out of here, we get 2x squared minus 3. Remove the negative in the bottom, we get x cubed plus x. And they cancel out, so I get 2x cubed minus 3 all over x cubed plus x. And the bottom denominator is the same, but the numerator is switched, so they're not the same. So this is neither. Why is it neither? It's neither because the f of negative x is not equal to the f of x, and the f of x is not equal to negative f of x. Again, If these are equal, it's even. If these are equal, it's odd. It's neither one of these, so it's neither. And I didn't give the marks. If you sub this in, you got 1 mark. If you simplified it to here, you got a mark. If you say there's f of x and made a statement, 4 marks. And here you get a mark almost for each step. You sub it in, 1. You simplify 2. You get to here. It's 3. You take the negatives out, you get the step, and you make your statement. 6 marks. 10 marks altogether. That makes it 18 marks. If you take the first page, is 8. Second page is 10. And you take your first sheet and you write your score over 18 and convert it to a percent. And that brings the end of this video. And if you like my video, click on the like button, click on the subscribe button, visit my math website, www.mathfullyexplained.com, to find more information about me, my videos, and the content. That's the content on my YouTube channel called Math Fully Explained, just one word. Thank you for viewing my video. Hope the video helped you. Bye-bye.